Alright, it looks like game number 4 between Infi and Thu and WFC and 120 is ready to go. This is the WFDC Grand Finals here on War 3 TV's Spotlight Asia. So let's go ahead and jump right into that game. And this game is on Centaur Grove. And once again, Thu choosing human, being purple here. And he's going for Altar of Kings, and he is with his ally Infi, who is still going random, this time getting undead. So he has had all 4 races this series. Pretty nice to see that he didn't keep getting the same race over and over as random. So he had human in the first game, night elf in the second game, orc in the third game, and now undead. And speaking of orcs and undeads, there is one of the best Chinese orc players, 120, here in the blue, and one of the best Chinese undead players, WFZ. WFC may be the best undead player in the game right now. A lot of people still talk about Lucifer and things, but I think WFC is the best undead player in this game. I think he's even better than Ted. That is my personal opinion, of course. But he is going for a late Altar Fiend build here in game number 4. And it's actually up for these two players. They are 2-1 in this series. This is a best of 5 though, so they do have to win one more game to seal the deal. But a Blade Master once again for 120, and we'll most likely see a Death Knight here for WFC. Over on Thu's side of the map, we do have an Archmage, and it looks like a late Altar Fiend build as well for Infi. So Fiends against Fiends for the undead players. And there was no speed build altar this time for Thu, so Thu has been speed building his altar every game. This time it looks like he didn't decide to do that. His Archmage is coming out about the same time as the Blade Master, but he is pretty far away from the Blade Master, so he should be able to get quite a bit of creeping done here. And he is actually summoning 5 militia here already before his hero is even out, so it looks like he's going to creep out this green camp here before his Archmage is out, get started on it quickly, hopefully trying to avoid any of the damage from the Blade Master, as he didn't scout to see where the Blade Master was. I guess they didn't want to reveal the position of Infi. And now we do have Thu being able to clean up this green camp here. The Blade Master, it looks like he will decide to creep up himself. So the Blade Master not doing an harassment. He did sell his town portal this time. He didn't do that last game. He actually made some mistakes in the beginning with his Blade Master. And now look at this. Thu rather is actually going to do some aggression here, and he is actually going to run this Fiend away and try to creep out the green camp before WFZ is able to do it. So Thu doing a good job here of being aware of what the undead was probably going to do and actually stealing some of this experience here. But WFC's Death Knight is out now, and one creep. No, it actually looked like it went to, yeah, it did go to WFC, so WFC gets the kill on one of the creeps, as well as a water elemental there, but Thu did steal the Troll Priest experience. But it now looks like the Blade Master has picked up a Circle of Nobility and will try to harass Infi's undead creeping. But almost level 2 here for Thu, a Footman being lost though to Death Coil, so even though WFC was getting his creeps stolen and Thu is being very aggressive, WFC is doing a good job of still getting quite a bit of experience here from killing off the units of Thu, taking down these Footmen and Water Elementals. The Archmage still trying to chase it down, so Thu being very aggressive, ultra aggressive actually in this game. I don't know if this Footman will go down. He will need to be hit one more time from either a Fiend or the Death Knight, so it looks like he will finally get that kill. But now trying to focus down the Acolyte here is Thu, but the Ghoul is chasing that out of here. And now actually Thu using his militia to creep up as he does some harassment, so he will pick up level 2 on his Archmage, and the Death Knight kind of just chilling out here for WFC. So the Archmage does pick up level 2. Meanwhile, more creeping going on down here for 120. Actually picks up some creeps here on the side of the undead. Infi still not level 2 yet, so 120 doing a good job here of keeping his Blade Master leveled up, even with the Death Knight here of Infi. So Infi not able to get too much experience, but he does have as much experience as WFC. WFC will be able to pick up level 2, however, from this creep. And now the Blade Master continuing to try to do some harassment, but it looks like Thu is here now, able to aid his ally to get this Blade Master out of here, as well as these grunts, so that Infi will be able to continue to creep up with his Death Knight. He really needs that level 2. He wants Unholy Aura and to get as close to level 3 as possible. WFC, on the other hand, has been giving some breathing room because of his ally, drawing the attention of both players, and he is creeping up here. Will get pretty close to level 3 himself. And now 120 actually stealing one of these creeps, picking up level 2 on his Blade Master, still being risky, but a bit better this time as far as the control goes with that Blade Master. Stealing one of those creeps, getting level 2 on his Blade Master, denying too much experience from being put on the purple team's heroes, but level 2 on both the Archmage and the Death Knight. WFC, on the other hand, is about to get level 3 after he finishes up this camp, so WFC just power creeping here. The Blade Master trying to pick off another one of these footmen here, he will most likely get it. The Grunts trying to fight down Thu's Archmage and footman here, but it looks like WFC did pick up level 3 on his Death Knight, so yeah, he did get that, and Infi's hero still not level 3 yet. But Thu actually picking up a Fire Lord right here, running to the tavern and picking up a Fire Lord, so it looks like they want to be ultra aggressive this game, just like he was in the beginning with his Archmage, so it looks like we're going to have a huge tier 2 push here coming from the purple team. And Shadowhunter now coming out for 120, but the blue team is right on the heels of the purple team. There's a bit of a hill right here, a ramp into the base, so there's a positional advantage here for Thu and Infi. There are a lot of misses. You can see how many times these fiends are missing because they're shooting uphill. So they're actually not doing a lot of damage since they're down there so far away. The Blade Master trying to focus down some of these fiends, trying to get Infi out of here. So another fiend going down, so actually doing a pretty good job here. 120 focusing down this Archmage now, and it looks like 120 and WFC are doing a pretty good job of making sure that no tier 2 push happens right now, but they do have this Fire Lord, and actually a fiend being surrounded here of Infi, so Infi losing a fiend, trying to take down the fiend of WFC, but WFC able to keep his fiend alive with 2 coils there. So WFC doing a bit better job than Infi in that 1 versus 1 undead battle there. A lava spawn now going down, and 2 low heroes now for Thu, so WFC and 120 doing a pretty good job of kicking these players out of their base. He really didn't, I don't think they really expected it to go that way. They wanted to do some sort of ultra fast tier 2 push, I think, with that Fire Lord and everything, get a lot of lava spawns. So I don't think it worked out as well as Thu and Infi hoped. They didn't really do too much of anything. They lost a few units, but a good job of WFC and 120 of being able to take them down. I think part of it was because they were so close to them when the purple team decided to hit. The blue team was just right there behind them, so there wasn't really enough time to get good position and get everything set up. But now Infi
are under attack.
Looks like maybe he's going to want to get level 3 on his Death Knight, I would assume.
The town is under siege.
However, WFZ is deciding to run into the Undead's base, so he wants to do some sort of counter push here against his Undead counterpart. And he does have level 3 on his Death Knight, so he will be able to keep his fiends alive compared to the level 2 Death Knight of Infi. And Thu, where is Thu? Thu is actually here in the middle of the map, meeting up with the Orc player, but he has some sorceresses here now, so one of these statues actually being caught off guard as well. So WFC looks like he could lose this statue pretty soon, but it looks like they're going to continue to try to do another push. WFC deciding to run back to his base instead of fight 1 versus 1 against Infi right there, since he saw that the Fire Lord and Archmage and a couple of sorceresses were making their way to 120's base. And now Slow going off on all these fiends. There are no destroyers to devour this Slow, so a really good job here of Thu of slowing all these units down, and WFC actually being forced to TP to save some of these fiends, but he does lose one anyway. And now Thu and Infi can go ahead with another attempt here at a tower push, and he's actually bringing militia, so it looks like they are putting these towers up. He did have the pocket towers on his hero, so they are going for a tower push here. So a nice tier 2 push this time, and actually WFZ not buying another town portal. I don't know if he couldn't afford it. Yeah, it looks like he doesn't have enough gold to buy a town portal, but all of his fiends are stuck with Slow. So WFC leaving so many of these units behind. They don't have Unholy Aura, and they're so slowed from the sorceresses that they're not going to be able to get here in time to do much damage. And Infi has a great position here. These grunts can't climb up this hill. The fiends are so slow, they're not even halfway to the battle yet. So really good job here by Thu and Infi. These fiends and 2 statues are stuck behind them, so it looked like WFC forgot his statues in his base. So some huge mistakes here from WFC. He's not going to be able to get his army here in time, and there are so many grunts already being killed here of 120s, being focused down. These couple of these towers now about to get up as well. The Fiends and Statues finally getting here from WFC, but the towers are already up. The Death Knight now being focused, and WFC already getting his Death Knight pretty low. His Fiends just now getting here. And more units being focused down now from Infi, and there's so many sorceresses here now. One of these towers is still up, but so much damage was done to Oversleep, aka 120 here, before the Fiends could even get here from WFC. And now 120's Blademaster being focused. So the Blademaster, really low HP, barely escaping out of there. Kodo now out for 120. The towers all are down, but the Death Knight going down, so WFC losing his Death Knight right here. That's a huge blow. He won't be able to keep any of these Fiends alive. He has so many Fiends since they just now got here a little while ago. They were late to the battle, but now there's no Death Knight to keep them alive. The Blademaster's still level 2. He does have enough mana to Windwalk, but Infi does have level 3 on his Death Knight now. They will be able to focus down all of these units. Some more towers now going down at the left side of the base of 120, and more Fiends continuing to be crushed here. So things not looking good for WFC and 120 right now, since there's no Death Knight. A nice coil going off the Blademaster. The Blademaster going down. So really good job here from Infi and Thu, able to focus down these heroes, kill the Blademaster, kill the Death Knight, and establish control right here outside of the base of 120. So a really nice job here. That slow and the forced teleport that happened right before the battle was crucial, since WFC couldn't get his Fiends or his statues there to the battle in time. And it allowed Infi and Thu to kind of establish those towers, give them enough time to get in a good position. One Fiend is going down here from Infi, and there is a Lich and a Shadow Hunter still out on the field, but there's no Death Knight yet, and towers are going up now. So there are about to be 4 towers here outside of the base, and the Blademaster is actually trying to be revived from the altar. The altar is about to go down to the towers, so no Blademaster still for 120. And the Death Knight looks like he probably was revived from the tavern there, but he isn't able to do too much right now because they already have all these towers. They're killing the burrows here now of 120, and they have actually killed a Kodo beast. So the Kodo came right out of the bestiary and then was blocked by that lava spawn there, and now all of these burrows are starting to go down. And look how many Fiends that WFC has. Now it looks like WFC, he does have his Death Knight, so he's going to try to do some sort of counter push. But even if he wants to base trade right here, there's no way that he can kill the base of Thu before they can kill the base of 120. I do believe that there are town portals on the Archmage and the Death Knight. So yeah, there are town portals, and looks like the main for 120 is about to go down. And now there is a TP here, and WFC trying to run away, but there is no main of 120 now, and they don't have any expansion started. And look how many Fiends that Infi has. The Shadow Hunter about to go down already, being focused, and the Blademaster getting slowed right here. So the Blademaster caught out. He doesn't have enough mana to do anything, and 120 actually calling good game right before the Blademaster gets surrounded and killed. So WFZ and 120 losing that game, tying up the score here between these two teams. Infi and Thu, WFC and 120 tied 2-2 in the WFDC Grand Finals. So we will go into game number 5 very shortly.